Hi, this is Freya with your next singing tip. Today's video is the third video in the vocal problem series. I already talked about breathiness and nasality, and today's video will be about throatiness, about singing throaty. What does it mean, and why is it so terrible, and how can you avoid it? Stay tuned. Singing through your throat, well, of course you have to do that. But what is sounding throaty? Sounding nasal is kind of easy to understand, but sounding throaty, now to me sounding throaty means that you put a lot of pressure on your throat and on your vocal cords, which is a really terrible thing if you do it for a long period of time, because it could really cause serious vocal problems and also injuries. Your goal should always be to minimize pressure and tension on your vocal cords and to put it somewhere else, like your breath support and your cavities that you're using and the airflow. So let me demonstrate to you what it means to sound really throaty, and you will notice that it can't be a healthy way to sing. I love to sing, but I put a lot of pressure on my throat. Now there also was some raspiness because I just went into overdrive. That's the worst way you could ever sing. So now the rule is, don't ever get louder when you feel that it starts hurting. If you feel that it's itching right around here while you're singing, then that's definitely a sign for you singing too throaty and that you're putting way too much pressure on your vocal cords. Again, as I said in my previous videos, there's a lot of components that make up where your sound goes when you sing. And one of the components is your larynx, which is this right here that goes up and down. You want to relax your larynx. You don't want to push it down, but you also don't want to have it very narrow. You also want to make sure you open your throat, which I talked about in my last video about sounding nasal. And you want to make sure you really sing on your vowels, that you open up on your vowels and you make sure they're rounded, they're placed correctly, and that they're supported by an even, well-supported breath. To kind of test yourself if you're singing too throaty or not is an exercise in which you start on the bottom and then slowly pull up. If the sound changes a lot when you're going up, then that's not a good sign. Then you probably put too much pressure on your throat. Let me demonstrate. Now this was way too throaty, and I felt that as I got higher, it started scratching and it started doing all kinds of weird things. The sound changed, it wasn't clear anymore. Now let me show you how it should sound. So there should not be any raspiness. It should sound clear. Now, if you have a problem that when you get high, it always gets raspy and it gets kind of very, you feel that it's really stuck right here and that's where it hurts you. Try to take it down a notch. Try not to get as loud. Try to make sure everything's open. Try to make sure your throat is open. That way you don't put too much pressure on your vocal cords. And there's a very fine line. Of course, in some songs you have to have a lot of pressure and you need that energy. But there's a difference between having a lot of energy and pressure or overdriving it. And you absolutely know at any given time if it's too much or not. You feel it. If you feel like it's hurting you, then it's definitely too much. Take it down a notch. Don't be as loud. Don't push as much. You want to use the resonating space as best as you can. So if you do this exercise, yeah, 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 yay, yeah, 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 yay, or yeah, 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 yay, it should sound clear and clean. You could try this. Don't sound like this. Yeah, 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 yeah. yay, 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 yay. So don't just press that note there. Don't press it with your throat. Try to relax here and try to only take all your energy from really having a good support, having an air column that's dense, and that way your vocal cords will vibrate really cleanly and not have any dirt in it. Now, while sometimes you want to have that dirty sound on purpose, while it's actually not a really healthy way to sing, it's okay to do it for a short period of time if you want to sound like Joe Cocker sings like this all the time. It's definitely not a healthy way, but if you want to do it as a stylistic tool, as long as you don't do it all the time, it's not really going to do a large damage. So those were my tips for a throaty sound. I hope these tips helped you a little bit, and if you liked my video, I would appreciate it if you helped me out by giving it a thumbs up or leaving a comment. And if you have not already, subscribe to my channel. I upload a new singing tip video every Friday. I also have some performance video on my channel. And I also wanted to mention that at my blog website at www.freyasingingtips.com, I offer online Skype vocal lessons. I don't have a lot of time because I have a lot of students in my studio and I also have a lot of gigs on the weekend, but I will try my best. If I can help anybody, I would love to. Just send me a request, and other than that, all that's left to say is have a wonderful day, always keep on singing, and always keep a song in your heart. Bye.